We finished. We pretty much finished Leeway storyline. We still need to go. I did check yesterday. I did already talk to Catherine. We had to do these four quests, I think. Well, we could just skip this quest, I think. I guess let's do this. Actually, no. Before we do, I want to do the two side quests before we go in. So let's go over here and speak to. I think his name was Mr. Yu. Okay. Mr. Yu. I am going to unlock the Serenity part today. So I am going to do that. Also, before doing doing the main quest. And then once I think once I get to Inazuma, the only thing I'm going to do when I get to Inazuma, I'm going to do the first main quest when I get to Inazuma. That's it. And then I'm going to start doing more side quests. Oh, can I now do reputation? Finally. Condensed resin. Okay. Specialty. Okay. Let's do this quest now. Talk to Madam Pink. Actually, I'm just gonna run here. I did do my dailies already, so I don't have to worry about that. Yesterday was a long one. Hey Lon, I'll do your quest once I get to Inazuma. Once I finish getting to Inazuma. This game is really addicting, I swear. Also, I don't know if I showed this yesterday. I don't know if I did this yesterday, but I did level this weapon up to level 70. Radiant attack is now up to 1,000. So that's good. Level 40 radiant, 1,000 attack, damage, 65 over 68 crit damage ratio, 170, well, almost 170 ER. I'd like to upgrade some of these. I need a better artifact set, I think. I would like a better plume. Also did fight Child again. I fought Child again. I fought Storm Terror and the Wolf boss. Yeah, I did that off screen. Okay, let's go over here. Hopefully this supposed to be long. Okay. Hello, Madam Ping. Now give me the teapot, please.
Ah, children, come, come. You've arrived at just the right moment.
Oh, what is it, Granny?
Oh, no. You've done so much for Lea Harbor already. I could hardly ask for more. In fact, my old friends and I have been putting our heads together to think of what sort of gift we might give you in return.
A gift? For Paimon?
I only did as I should.
Oh, child. You are so very modest. Uncommonly so, even. But you mustn't decline this gift. I simply won't allow it. When you traversed my old teapot in search of the cleansing bell, I heard your That simply won't do. Especially since I imagine you still have a very long journey ahead of you. Fortunately, I have not yet grown so old as to see my subspace. Oh, did my friends never mention that to you? Well then, it is a blessing we old folks once received from Rex Lapis, part of our illumination, if you will. I will not go into too much detail, but subspace creation is the ability to create a small, autonomous pocket world. The teapot that you entered previously was a little trinket created using that ability.
A trinket, you say?
In the eyes of an adeptus, creating a magic teapot world is just child's play, huh?
Oh, indeed, the teapot is nothing to boast of. One such as myself must depart from this realm to create a world of one's own. Rex Lapis, on the other hand, moved mountains and seas. That is what one might call... but that's enough nostalgia for now. The gift that I have prepared for you just requires a few final materials to add them.
That's right! Finding stuff's what we're good at, after all.
Oh, settle down now, children. There's no need for you to go running. What's more, I doubt that you would know how to find the materials I am searching for. Some of them are very rare indeed these days. Well, for starters, I require some shimmer sort. You would have to dig down, but almost no one has been able to. Even more difficult to find is Smaragdus jadeite, which must be. In any case, Smaragdus jadeite is an adepti treasure, and the adeptal power within is not something that most humans can withstand. Extended contact with it is, in fact, harmful to humans. Goodness knows if that child will succeed in finding these items.
Well, since you're an adeptus, Granny, the person you asked for help, they must be an adeptus too, right?
Yes. I suppose she does count as an adeptus.
She counts? How come there are so many adepti in Liyue Harbor? We seem to bump into them all the time. It feels like even when you go out to eat, you could be sitting next to an adeptus and never even know it.
Oh, maybe so. Who can say? A fair few of my old friends are rather...
I'm back, Granny.
Oh, Yinfei.
I don't believe we've met.
Hey, Yinfei.
Allow me to do the honors. This child here is Yenfei. She's the one helping run some errands for me. Yenfei, I believe you've already heard of the Traveler and her traveling companion.
Of course, who hasn't? Much has been written about you in the Millilith's records.
Yinfei.
You became one of Liyue's most wanted after the Millilith marked you as a suspect following the incident at the Rite of Dissension. After which, you fought off the Millilith at Julian Karst and made contact with the Fatui. Before finally defeating an ancient god together with Granny and her associates, and subsequently being cleared of any and all suspicion by the Chiseng. What a shame. A shame that we didn't meet sooner. If we had, well, I can't say that I would have been able to clear you of suspicion immediately, but it certainly would have been less, embarrassing for you. Allow me to introduce myself once more. I'm Yenfei, a legal advisor. Got a legal problem? You can come right to me. Oh, yes, here's my business card. You'll find it has my contact details and office address. Keep it handy. If you have an urgent issue, just leave me a note at this address. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, I offer a very generous discount for first-time customers.
All right, Yenfei, all right. Let's get to the business at hand. I do not think these two are in any You'll have to excuse Yanfei. She's
really
always been like
adeptus?
this. Ever.
Paimon was gonna ask the same question. You seem really different from the ones we've met before.
An Adeptus? I guess. Kinda. My old man said he was one anyway. He mentioned that he once campaigned with Rex Lapis for a long old time, and then after that was all over, he went back and married my mom. They had me, and once I was all grown up, the two of them upped and left on a journey, leaving me with Granny here.
Okay.
Well, that's a bit casual for an Adeptus. Aren't you guys supposed to sign solemn contracts to protect Liyue Harbor and all that stuff? What do you mean he just went back to get married?
Well, my dad did say that he'd talked it through with Rex Lapis, and that he was fine with it. Even contributed towards the wedding gift, apparently. Anyway, let's not dwell on that too much. So, Granny, I've gotten a hold of most of the stuff you asked for, except for Smaragdus Jadeite. I couldn't find any at all.
Is that so? Yanfei, are you...
I know, Granny, you've told me...
Whoa, that's a...
Commercial consultancy. Or... Crossel. A Snezhnayan merchant who once
Crossel.
came to me with some legal queries on certain... He mentioned that he was So, I
just
guess
thought
I'll go
already
look for
have
him.
something, I just don't know.
Oh, you want to join me?
Wow. And best we be a little...
Is he over here? Or is he... Yep, he's down here. And over here. And jump with the heels. I'm not gonna make that. I'm not gonna make it over there. What am I going to do? Nope, I made it. I can't wait till Lantern Light. I'll be right back.
Hello, Mr. Crossel. How's business been?
Oh, good, very good. All thanks to your advice, Miss Yanfei. What brings you here today?
You're too kind. I was simply doing my job. Now, I believe that the last time we met, you mentioned that you were looking to source some Smaragdus Jadeite to make hairpins. Have there been any further developments on this front?
Well, yes. As a matter of fact, in the end, I did acquire a small piece of Smaragdus Jadeite and had it fashioned into a pair of hairpins. Miss Yanfei, might I presume that you have an interest in the hairpins? I must apologize. I've already rented them out to a lady named Zhi Qiao. If you'd like to inspect them, you may have to wait quite some time.
Wait, isn't Smaragdus Jadeite really rare? Aren't you worried about the hairpins getting damaged or lost while they're being rented out?
No, I'm not worried in the slightest, because I signed a contract with Miss Zhi Qiao before renting them to her. The contract makes it quite clear that if she loses or damages the item in question, she must compensate me for its full original value. In return, I included a clause that guarantees the Smaragdus Jadeite is genuine, with a penalty of 10 times the item's value payable by me to Miss Zhi Qiao in the event that it is shown to be a fake.
Guaranteed genuine, with 10 times the value payable if this claim is shown to be false.
Oh, no.
Yes, these terms are very clear indeed.
Of course. This way, both the client and I have the assurance we need. To ensure fairness, each of us has retained an original copy of the contract.
In that case, might you know where Miss Chow lives? We'd like to pay her a visit and have a look at the hairpins.
Oh, of course. She wrote her address down when we signed our contract. Here, I'll mark it on your map for you.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Crossell. We'll be off now.
Nothing.
You can't beat the atmosphere here in Liyue.
I already have it.
My door. Why do they have to give me that transfer?
Okay. No. No. Yeah.
Oh, whatever shall I do?
I thought that's a Young Lee. That's a Li Kiao.
Yes, that's me. Is there something I can help you with?
How do you do, Monsieur Chow? We understand from Mr. Crossell that you recently rented a pair of hairpins from him. My associates and I are very interested in them. Would you mind letting us take a look at them?
The hairpins.
I like getting fake.
I can't lend them to you right now. I've lost them. I don't know how it could have happened. I always kept them right by my side, and I hadn't even worn them yet.
I know I keep saying this.
I spent so much money on them.
It's going to be second good.
If I have to,
I feel like
my family is in the ore business too, but business has been suffering ever since the chasm was sealed off. We now have a backlog of paid-up orders just sitting around, so we've been having to purchase some stock from other ore merchants to complete them. A big banquet is coming up in a few days, and several ore merchants I know of will be there. I need this opportunity to mingle and discuss prices. That's what the hairpins were for, to keep up appearances. I can't have them looking down on me. But now that I've lost the hairpins, what will I do?
Why does Paimon have a sudden strong sense of deja vu?
maybe because this is the part where we say we can help.
Would you really? I sent a commission to the Adventurers Guild, but I haven't heard anything back from them yet.
Hold on. Don't run off looking for the hairpins just yet. Mr. Chow, would you let me have a look at the rental contract you signed?
Huh? Well, I mean, sure, I have it right here. Here you are.
Let me see.
That's right! Yanfei said she's a legal advisor, didn't she? Maybe she can help Juqiao somehow.
I hope you're ready for the time. That would be a little unfair to cross.
True. Though surely there must be a win-win solution.
Right. I finished reading the contract. The terms are very clear, and they do indeed stipulate that you must pay Mr. Crossell the original value of the hairpins as compensation for the loss. Furthermore, the contract also expressly states that the amount of compensation must take current market prices into account. And given the rarity of Smaragdus Jadeite, I fear that the final amount of compensation may end up being significantly higher as a result.
Even higher? Oh, no.
Uh-oh. Juqiao looks like she's about to faint.
However, all of this is assuming that it is indeed genuine Smaragdus Jadeite that was inlaid into the hair.
Did you really have to pause before saying that part? Anyway, the hairpins are lost, so how exactly would we be able to find out if the Jadeite is genuine or not? Whichever way you look at it, we've got to start by finding those hairpins.
Except that if we found the hairpins, there'd no longer be any need to check whether the Jadeite is genuine, would there?
Seems right.
Please. Please,
It's such a
don't
huge
trouble
sum of
yourselves
money.
over this. However much it is, now that it's come to this,
Yes, legally speaking, it seems So hold on a moment, Mr. Chow.
What did I feel? Well, I remember my family has seen much jade pass through its hands in the past,
So I don't know if the quest
I am quite certain of my judgment in this matter.
Smooth
quest
to
I'm
the
about to
touch.
begin after
No,
I finish
it's nothing.
everything else.
I just need to re-examine
I don't know if that's
things.
going to start the Chasm quest line. If that's going to get start the Inazuma quest line. I think it's going to start the Chasm quest line. You know, I'll do this later. What do I have to do? Complete? Oh, okay. I had to complete this quest.
Ah, Miss Yanfei, you've returned. With Miss Jiqiao in tow, too, I see. How are the hairpins? I trust you're quite satisfied with them?
About that.
You lost them? Are you serious? Do you have any idea how expensive they were?
I'm sorry. Truly I am. I'll pay the compensation as per our contract. Every last mora.
Mora? Do you have any idea what I had to go through to get my hands on that Smaragdus jadeite?
Oh, shut up.
I just don't...
This is why I
Forget
don't
it.
buy you.
Talking won't bring them back.
This is why.
Since Miss
I don't buy
Yanfei is
from you.
here, I
You
suppose we can just
Fred-
have her estimate the amount that needs to be
green
paid.
ascot-looking Fred
No
Flintstone.
problem. But before I can give an official estimate, I'll need to do a little market research. Ah, yes. And if I may just confirm again,
Fred from Scooby-Doo looking ass.
it was in fact genuine Smaragdus jadeite inlaid into the hairpins, correct?
Of course. Genuine article guaranteed, or I pay back 10 times the value.
All right, understood. I'll conduct some market research, and once I'm back, I'll provide an official assessment of the sum owed by Mr. Chow in compensation. Please wait here, Mr. Crossell.
Thank you very much. How could she lose my hairpins?
Looks like I'll have to
Shut
find...
up.
Please wait, Mr. Chow. It's not convenient to speak here, so let's find somewhere that we can sit and talk in more detail.
I feel like I know where I'm going. Yup, I knew I was going all the way up there. Yup, I knew it. I knew this was going to probably go at.
Miss Yanfei, what is this about? Are you here to tell me how
Oh,
much
this
I owe?
No. What I
Come on,
wanted to
sit
talk
down.
about is,
Stop flying.
there is a chance that the ore inlaid on those hairpins may not be Smaragdus jadeite after.
What do you mean? Are you implying that you already sneaked off and found them?
Obviously not. I'm no adventurer, let alone a member of the
Said
guild.
you.
I don't run thankless, time-consuming errands for a living. Let's just say I made some deductions. I don't know if Granny told you this, but Smaragdus jadeite is found deep underground and contains very concentrated
Look at-
elemental
look at your
energy.
figure.
If mere mortals come into contact with it, well, they'll be sick in the best case. And in the worst case, they could even experience a dramatic change of personality. It most certainly would not be smooth to the touch. Mr. Chow, did you at any time feel unwell while the hairpins were in your possession?
No, not at all. I felt perfectly fine the whole time. Not even the slightest bit
now.
unwell. I
Are
didn't feel
you
anything
ready?
special at all, in fact.
1, 2, 1, 2,
Now that
3,
is
4.
strange. I noticed earlier that there were elemental traces in
That's
Mr.
why
Crossell's
we in the
vicinity.
#1 position. That's
If
who
I've
can
deduced
hang with
correctly,
us.
he
Never
may
too
still have the
dangerous.
Smaragdus jadeite in his
Ain't
possession.
got the style or the
If that's
standard.
the case,
Get
we
thrown
should
out
go
saying, get
confront
hooked
him
on our
right now
slang.
and expose
Rock in
his
the face, rock in
dirty
the
scam
face,
right
making
to his
all the
face.
girls sing.
Absolutely
Yeah,
not.
we make this
If we were
girl
to
sing.
confront him now,
It's
there's no
on.
way he would admit to
It's
it.
on. Drum!
Eventually, he would find some argument to compel us to leave. And then, he'd throw the Smaragdus jadeite into the sea the moment we were gone. After that, he would simply insist that Mr. Chow pay up per the contract. He would lose nothing. Meanwhile, we would have to look under every stone in Liyue, hoping and praying that the hairpins do actually still exist somewhere in this world.
A very valid description, Yanafe.
So
I guess you are a
vivid that
scientist,
Paimon thinks
or
it might be
I don't know
experience
what you are,
talking.
but you're a marketer, I think.
Oh, it certainly is. I've seen my fair share of situations like this, and brute force methods are certainly one way of resolving them. Fortunately, I have far more elegant solutions at my disposal. I'll share them with you in due course.
Well then, since you're so experienced in dealing with problems like this, perhaps you could help me, Miss Yunfei.
Oh, that won't be a problem. But first, Mr. Chow, could I ask you to please sign this contract?
Huh? Does there have to be a contract for everything? Paimon can't even keep track.
If I had one moral for every time I heard the word contract.
It feels like Yanfei is even more concerned with them than a certain someone else we know.
These are my formal terms of engagement. Everything prior to now has just been pro bono advice. But for me to investigate any further, I require a written contract. Any work commissioned but not bound by a contract cannot be relied upon.
I understand. Then I will be glad to place this matter into your capable hands if you will take it, Miss Yunfei.
No problem. Just sign here, and I'll sign too. Okay. Now write your address here, and then sign on this page as well. And I'll also need your signatures on pages 5, 7, and on the very last page. Finally, if you could just use this ink pad to make a handprint over here.
This contract has so many pages.
Alright, that should do it. My fees are the same as always, and they're written in the contract. Have a look through and let me know if you have any questions.
I've had a read through. Everything checks out.
Well then, here's your copy of the contract. I will retain the other copy. Not for now, no. Despite how intractable this problem might sound, it will actually be quite straightforward to resolve, once we've got some things squared away. I don't believe you have been part of an investigation like this before, in which case, hopefully this should be quite the experience.
Miss Yunfei, I have to ask, why are you helping me?
Because, as it happens, I'm currently trying to acquire some Smaragdus Jadeite myself. I noticed strong traces of geo-energy around Mr. Crossell, so perhaps he has, in fact, secured some. Whether he actually made it into an item of jewelry or not is a separate matter, but either way, it's a lead. As long as we follow it, who knows? We might just be able to get our hands on some Smaragdus Jadeite. Also, the idea of someone abusing the law to their advantage, I won't stand for it. But again, let's not dwell on this. Let's go to... where can we find someone who processes ore? Ah, I've got it! Let's pay a visit to Chateau, the boss of the Jade Mystery. He's a professional when it comes to working with stone and ore. If Mr. Crossell had his ore worked on at all, Chateau would undoubtedly have been his first choice.
Okay. I'll talk to you back, so. Again.
Why, hello there, honored customers. Welcome to... Oh!
No, nothing of the sort. Has this...
A Snezhnayan merchant named Crossell, you say? I do remember that. He brought me a piece of ore, claiming that it was Smaragdus Jadeite. That was the first time I'd ever encountered it, so I had no way of telling if it was really Smaragdus Jadeite or not. But if a customer insists, far be it from me to contradict them. He was quite generous with his money, too, so I didn't give it too much thought. I processed the ore as per his request.
Do you have any leftover debris from your work on it?
Why, yes. It was my first time encountering this ore, after all, so I kept a few...
Thank you, sir. We'll take...
I have never seen all like that.
Should I try
They look like emeralds from Minecraft.
Huh? If my eyes don't deceive me, the cross-sections and patterning suggest that these are Smaragdus nephrite shavings. Yes, it's not particularly rare, nor is it especially valuable. It's used to make jewelry all the time. I've heard it said that Smaragdus nephrite is in fact the outer layer of Smaragdus jadeite, though no one's ever proven it.
Man been smuggling it. Man been lying. Man a
thin
liar.
layer of separation,
Liar,
huh?
liar. Patafire.
If you must see for yourself, try examining these shavings for traces of elemental energy. Smaragdus nephrite is an entirely ordinary ore, containing no elemental energy whatsoever.
Is that so? Well, we might... So, did you find anything?
Not trace of
So they
anything.
really are different. But wait, how come Jichao was able to tell what it was just by looking at the
There's nothing special to it. It just so happens that I've come across a great many of these in my time. These two stones actually look very similar. Someone without a deep understanding of them would find it very difficult to tell them apart. There may be only a subtle difference for the casual viewer, but that translates to an astronomical difference in terms of the market price. And, I'm sure, a significant difference in the cost of having them carved into shape.
Alright, let's focus up. We're going off on a tangent.
But, never mind, Shirto. Why would Mr. Crossell...
Unusual actions have unusual reasons behind them.
Surely they
Let's
act
take some
like
of these
just the
shavings
same
back to
as like,
Chateau.
like Jade. You could just heat them up. You can heat them up. You can just heat them up to something different.
Miss Yenfei?
If you could just confirm
No.
for me once more, sir.
Not
Mr.
like that.
Crossell did indeed claim...
Yes, that's right.
Then I have no
Little
further
DJ.
questions. But could I borrow...
Of course. But might I ask why you need them?
Oh, I have my reasons. Ah, yes. Please sign here on this affidavit. This document shall serve as signed proof that these stone shavings originated from the, ore that Mr. Crossell brought to your store. Please read it carefully.
Yes, I see. Forgive me for asking again, Miss Yenfei, but might I know the nature of the incident on this occasion?
I wouldn't say there's been an incident, just a minor issue. Thank you, sir. I'll take these with me.
With this hard evidence to back us up, Crossell won't dare try to deny what he did.
On the contrary, this is far from sufficient to build a case. We need to find something a little more compelling. If you want to make jewelry, you need a professional
Jade.
jewelsmith.
Then-
Let me
then
think.
No cells.
Jewelry.
No,
Jewelry.
but fatal mistake.
Aha! Got it! Singsi. She often helps people to find a jewelsmith. Let's go pay her a visit.
Well, that was quick. How come you know so many people?
Because lots of people come to me for legal advice every day. As you know, Liyue Harbor is the city of contracts. And contracts, well, I should say laws, are very important to us. But the amendments made by the Tianquan to our laws are unnecessarily complicated. How can I put this? It just seems like they're hard to understand and impossible to finish. As such, legal advisors like myself provide quite the popular service indeed.
So you help them make sense of the law. But didn't you say that it's hard to understand and impossible to finish?
Yes, well, that's no obstacle because I've memorized...
What are your videos?
You memorized?
You sound surprised. Knowing the law inside out
Do you
is
have-
illegal.
do you have a
Oh, this has
tattoo?
nothing to do with being an
On-
adeptus.
on your
I just
hand?
like reading things.
Again with that casual tone.
Well, that's
Okay.
that then. Let's go look for Singsi.
No, I'm gonna stay here and fight. Oh, I'm talking to this. I still need to look for those two boxes. I have one of the two boxes. I need two more.
Oh, Miss Yenfei, it's you. Has something happened? Did the client from last time,
Have no further trouble from then on? Yes, of course. I'm just here to ask you a few questions. Has a merchant by the name of Crossel asked you to put him in contact with a jewelsmith recently?
Krosel? Yes, I remember him. He's a merchant from Snezhnaya, no? Yeah, he came to me with a chunk of something he called Smaragdus Jadeite, the design of the hairpins that he gave me. This order was on hold for a very long time.
Doesn't seem like there's any evidence to be found here.
Miss Inksy, I'd like for you to confirm for me.
Yes, I'm sure of it. The hairpins were made using many expensive materials, and the asking price was quite high, so we had to put this... Mr. Krosel wasn't very familiar with the necessary... I also kept a copy for my own records. See for yourself. The item is called Smaragdus Jadeite Twin Phoenix Pins. The inlaid gemstone is recorded as Smaragdus Jadeite. The document even has the official seal of the ministry on it.
Thank you, Sinksy. Now, could you let me borrow this document?
Sure. It isn't serving much purpose here anyway. I take it then that there's been some more trouble?
But how you pronounce her name? Zinky?
Nothing you need to worry about. Just a minor issue. I'll return your document as soon as I'm done with it.
Yeah,
thanks again.
Why is everyone's first reaction always to assume someone or something is in trouble?
I believe we have almost all the evidence we need. We just need to make one last trip. Let's go to Boop.
The weirdo with the snake around his neck?
Because once we have this final...
We must be cheeky again. Hey, Kiki, I'm incoming with Mahida. Kiki. Oh, he's not here.
My, to what do I owe the pleasure? Though I'm afraid that if you're looking for our little Chi-Chi, she's out gathering herbs. And if it isn't Miss Yenfei as well, now that's an even rarer honor. What business brings you here, might I inquire? Some charlatans peddling ineffectual medicines again, no doubt?
No. I'm here this time to ask if you're familiar with Smaragdus Jadeite.
Smaragdus Jadeite? Why, yes, there is some information about it included in the 6th commentary on the 7 Mountain Treatises. The 7 Mountain Treatises states that this substance springs forth from stone marrow within the mountains, and will bring disaster to any mere mortals who touch it. It is abundant in elemental energy, so if someone without a vision is in contact with it for a prolonged period... Anyway, I suppose that you're about to ask me to...
That is indeed the case.
I'm
no
sure
trouble at all. It's just a single document. Won't take me a moment. I would mention, though, that you are not the only one who's developed a curiosity for Smaragdus Jadeite recently. A Snezhnayan merchant came to ask me about it not long ago. But after I gave him my reply, his expression shifted to one of remarkable disappointment. I wonder, Miss Yenfei, if your pressing business might be related to this Snezhnayan merchant?
You needn't concern yourself about that, Dr. Baizhu. Thank you for penning...
You're too kind. Take care now.
Bye-bye now. Next time.
You guys, it's weird as ever.
I wish I could
Is it
read
just
your mind.
time, or does it feel like he was fishing for something back there?
Hey, but you had a dendro. Wait.
Dr. Baiju's always been like that. Well, we have the evidence we need. Let's go find Mr. Crossel.
That's the only way, but they had a dendro vision. So what did he have, what's it called? You look crusty. You have, okay, actually.
Miss Yanfei, have you finished your investigation? I trust you will now be in a position to assess the
Yes, my investigation is indeed concluded.
Wonderful. Well then, please.
Of course. According to the stipulations of the contract, Mr. Crossell, you must pay Mr. Chow 10 times the original transaction price in Mora.
Sure. Wait, what? Me pay her? Surely there's been some kind of mistake, Miss Yanfei.
Not at all. According to my investigations and the material evidence that we've gathered, the substance claimed to be Smaragdus Jadeite that was inlaid within the Smaragdus Jadeite twin Phoenix pins that you rented out to Mr. Chow was, in fact, Smaragdus Nephrite. Now, the contract states
Material evidence? What material evidence? Why, Miss Yanfei, you cannot frame me like this. I spent a huge sum to obtain that Smaragdus Jadeite, and yet you claim that the ore inlaid on the hairpins is somehow fake.
That sounds mad.
I demand to see your evidence.
Sounds mad.
Indeed.
I don't mean it like that.
Only a testimony from an expert witness involved in the processing of the ore can serve as an authoritative assessment of whether it is genuine. Traveler, please produce the evidence in question.
Wait, hold on. Indeed, only a testimony from an expert witness involved in the process of the ore can serve. Oh, so...
This is a processing record from the Jade Mystery, along with stone samples and an affidavit signed by the business owner, Chateau.
Seriously? Even the boss there couldn't differentiate between Smaragdus Jadeite and Smaragdus Nephrite. How does this prove anything? In any case, Smaragdus Nephrite is the outer layer of Smaragdus Jadeite. So I had him cut away the Nephrite, he returned the valuable Jadeite core to me, and some Nephrite samples remain in the store. What am I missing exactly?
That's an unsubstantiated belief.
Well, your claim that my ore is fake is just as unsubstantiated. And we are here to talk about evidence, aren't we?
Ugh. Looks like our first piece of evidence didn't convince him at all. Seems like he came prepared. What should we do next?
Hard evidence, something legally binding. We have just the thing. Show him, Traveler.
Legally binding. We have something legally binding.
This document proves...
Our second piece of evidence didn't work out.
You know, you could be right. Perhaps the hairpins...
Of course I'm right. All the evidence...
Well, hang on a moment now, because I do recall one final piece of Traveler, would you do the honors?
Oh, I almost clicked that.
This shall serve as decisive proof of our case.
What's this?
Smaragdus Jadeite springs forth from stone marrow within the mountains and will bring disaster to any mere mortals who touch it. Sustained contact with Smaragdus Jadeite over a prolonged period will, in less serious cases, cause a mild malady, while in serious cases, the patient may suffer a dramatic change of personality and fall seriously ill.
Phoenix Wright.
Mr. Crossell, were you aware of these peculiar properties of Smaragdus Jadeite?
I
didn't
had no idea.
No idea, you say? I'd guessed as much. But for you to have rented out such a dangerous item... I'm afraid that this falls outside the scope of my work, but within that of the Ministry of Civil Affairs. However, I'm sure that the Ministry will be relatively lenient considering that, as you say, you were ignorant of the danger you posed. Don't worry, Mr. Crossell. I will make sure that all the evidence presented here will be handed over to the Ministry. I trust that you'll give them your full cooperation in their investigations.
What?
Wait! I knew.
Oh, so you knew? Oh, dear Mr. Crossell.
that's bug little.
But if you knew of Smaragdus Jadeite's dangerous properties beforehand, why would you...
Huh? No, The hairpins aren't actually
inlaid with genuine Smaragdus Jadeite? Is that what you were about to say? You do understand, Mr. Crossell, that this means that you will have to pay Mr. Chow 10 times the original price in Mora? Mr. Crossell, your answer, please. My client and I are waiting.
He's seriously intimidating right now. It's like she's a different person.
I admit it. I confess. The ore I had inlaid on those hairpins was Smaragdus Nephrite. But I'm a victim in all of this, too. I invested a great deal of time and money into acquiring that small amount of Smaragdus Jadeite in the hopes of turning it into a piece of jewelry that would fetch a fine price. But after receiving it and carrying it around for a few days,
Clap the
I
sound
started
of
to
that.
feel extreme discomfort. I couldn't sleep a wink or eat a single bite. I went to Boo Boo Pharmacy to get myself checked out, only to discover that this sort of stone cannot be worn as jewelry. But how could I let all that money go to
Beyonce
waste?
is a new Phoenix Wright.
That's why I had
Hashtag.
another pair of hairpins made from Smaragdus Nephrite, which is almost indistinguishable from Smaragdus Jadeite. I kept the real Smaragdus Jadeite in a specially made box. I daren't touch it again. I was worried that someone would see through it, which is why I only dared to rent them out, not sell them. And then to
Exactly! If they weren't the
I didn't want to either, but when I purchased that Smaragdus Jadeite, some of my business partners found out. I knew they'd be watching closely to see how much I could make off it. If word got out that I sold a pair of fake hairpins, then my days in this line of business would be over.
All right, let's cut the appeals phase right there. I failed to see what bearing any of this has on your transaction with my...
10 times.
10 times.
Crosel looks like he could faint any second.
As for me, according to my contract with Mr. Chow, 20% of...
That's why I got
20%? That's as much as I spent on that Smaragdus Jadeite.
I don't give
There's no need. It's fine. You don't have to pay me that much, Mora. Even if the Smaragdus Jadeite on those hairpins was fake, I still bear responsibility for losing them. Legally or not,
Ms. Jichao,
Boom.
you...
However, Mr. Crossell, since you have...
What? But all right, then.
Miss Yunfei, I'll turn this Smaragdus Jadeite over...
Well, that's not quite how the rules say this should go. But whatever.
Thanks so much for your help this
Whatever.
time, Miss Yunfei.
He said,
But when you have the
screw
time,
the rules.
I'll be sure to visit and express my thanks more appropriately.
Oh, come on. No need to stand on ceremony. Now, if I may confirm this again, Mr. Chow, have you and Mr. Crossell come to an understanding?
Well, yes, I believe we have.
Well then, that's good. Mr. Crossell, it seems that my client has no further claims against you.
Is that so? That's good. That's good.
Actually, Mr. Crossell, I'd like to talk business for a second, if I may. I could see from the hairpins you produce that you're very skilled in jewelry design. If we could join forces, your jewelry designs and our choice...
I guess
let me think for a moment.
Matter.
Well, that's that. And we've got the Smaragdus Jadeite that Granny wants too. All's well that ends well, eh?
Exactly. Usually when someone tells us they've lost something, we end up searching all over
Even
though the solution didn't involve actually finding the hairpins.
The right solution depends on your perspective on the problem. The objective of my client, Mr. Chow, was to reduce her liability to pay compensation. So, rather than looking high and low for some hairpins, proving that the rented item was nowhere near worth what the vendor had claimed it to be was the more efficient solution.
Okay. Can't say I never met
An Adeptus. Speaking of,
You say
you
Adeptus?
took part in that battle, didn't you? Liyue Harbor is now a city ruled by humans.
didn't
The
know
title
that.
of Adeptus means precious
didn't
little
know
in any
that.
case. Don't you think that the Liyue Harbor of today needs legal consultancy far more than it needs adeptal powers?
Paimon can think of someone who would definitely disagree with your reasoning.
I think there are more than just reading involved.
Well, since we got what we came
I
for,
hate Paimon
it's time to pay
sometimes.
Granny a visit. I bet she's been on tenterhooks for a while now.
Why keep pissed? Talking about I'm paying. I wonder if we can get climbed it and then get scaled to the actual building itself. I should be able to, right? How big is this? It's not that high. I feel like that's faster. Can I have my teapot now?
Ah, you've
Can I have
returned.
my...
Good, good. Then we
I
have...
am a
If we're all
cat
set,
and I
Granny,
like
I'll get going now. Got a ton of clients waiting for me back at the office.
I will not
Oh,
be
you.
replaced by a talking
All right,
cat.
then. Go see to your business.
Granny,
I'm off then. Bye! Oh, yes, Traveler. Make sure you don't lose the business card I gave you. I've been looking into the laws of...
Oh, yeah,
Come now, child. Are you leaving or are you not?
Drops on the
If you
ground.
have no wish to leave, perhaps you'd like to help me clean my...
I'm leaving! I'm leaving!
Yeah, leave.
That child. Goodness knows where she
unique
learned to be so... Indeed she is. Liyue has changed, and the Adepti must also learn to change. Yanfei might be overly garrulous, but she is also the most intimately acquainted with the city among us all. Liyue is not the same place I once knew. All right, then. Let us speak of this.
Oh, Paimon's so excited!
It is but a...
We have to construct the gift. The gift.
There
Yes,
we
the
go.
serenity pot.
Hold it firmly. If you were to drop it, oh goodness, who knows what might happen. Take these blueprints with you as well. You'll need them if you wish to make your...
Wait a minute, Granny! How exactly are we
Why are we
supposed
calling
to
her
use this
Granny?
teapot?
Get calm, man.
You needn't worry about that.
Madame.
I've already
Wait for
arranged
certain
for
little
a
help to-
certain little...
Oh, never mind. I had to think for a second. Serenity pot unlocked. Let's go. Wait, what's that? Talk to Catherine. Do I have to finish that now? Oh no, I actually don't. Okay, I'll finish. I'll do this later. Oh well, actually, I am actually about to enter it. I am about to actually enter the serenity pot.
All the world holds deep.
Okay. I like this one.
This was a backdrop of constant motion.
Entering the serenity pot for the first time. Let's go. The thing, this will actually give you a bunch of primo jumps as I level this thing up.
Wow! This teapot seems even bigger inside than Madame Ping's! But there's just a whole load of nothing around it.
Get kidding, Paimon. You can carve us a whole house out of this rock. Go dig a burrow to live in for now, I guess.
Paimon can't do that! Well, you're the one with the sword
You're the one with
anyway,
the sword.
you do it! Still, why is it... Oh, wait a second.
Wow! It seems...
It's a huge finch!
Excuse me, I am not. Hang on a moment. Oh, call me.
Tubby!
I suppose you may call me Tubby.
So you're the little...
Madam Ping?
Tubby.
Oh, you must mean Ping. Yes, you may leave all. Your journey may be far, though it is the Adepti who create realms such as. Thus, we teapots, you may consider. Now, allow me to. Have you any blueprints on you? Specifically, blueprints with beautiful rooms, chairs, and the like. As long as you have a blueprint,
Tubby.
you can refashion
love
this realm however you.
Blueprints?
Yes, these are the blueprints. Just commit the then simply release.
Wow! Is that all it takes?
I want to see something. I do want to see something.
We could build a whole city inside, couldn't we?
I doubt it. A golden-eyed adeptus explained this to me at some point in the past. He said that even though subspace creation is a product of adeptal power, even that has its... This world is not a
golden-eyed
I hardly remember myself. Well,
Oh,
let's
baby
not dwell
strange.
on that.
have a look around. Best if there's anything you...
Look what Tubby in this food. Another one, hold on. This one. Let's see. Think of that stuff. I don't want to do that yet. Okay. Thank you for all of this. I'm gonna skip all of this. What can I do next? Quest complete. Okay, that was it. That was a quick and easy quest. Okay, let me see. But right now, buy stuff from
Maybe you...
Trust me. Oh, thanks for that. 86 Ufimos. Thank you, Tubby. Lumby pot. Oh yeah, forgot all about this. I had to be ranked 8 though. Okay, let me see. Wait, what's that? Okay, can be exchanged for after. Okay, so I could buy certain stuff. I assume everything else is gonna be locked until I unlock that specific. Right? I would assume so. Huh. Oh no, hold on. No, I can't buy. I can actually buy Inazuma stuff. Okay. But I do want to see
If
something.
you ever have any...
I'm going to go... Hold on. Yeah. We'll go in here. Okay. I guess I'll have Raiden in this room. That's why I don't think I have any decorations. Hey, Raiden.
Since my physical form is here in this realm, I suppose there's no harm in seeing how you've utilized its infinite...
You can't even talk about it. He just said
Since my physical...
That's so funny. You actually didn't finish. I know what. That's really funny. Okay, let's move on. Let's do next quest. Finish chapter Act 1 to start this quest. Oh, do I actually have to finish this? Well, I'm probably gonna have to do this quest anyway. Okay. I would like to get to end. I would like to get to end of the but I don't think I'll be able to do it today. Which sucks.
Honorary knight. Is something the matter? A stranger with an eye patch. He was wandering all over. I lost him pretty. As long as Master Jean is here.
That might be true.
That is true. Anyways. Oh yeah, he was at Wagner's Smithy for a while before. You should go ask him.
Exactly.
Maybe
I'm looking for. Really? Ask Wagner. I know exactly what I'm looking for. I guess. I remember his name. I just don't know. Just don't remember if he
need something?
Has a vision on him. So I'm looking for a big man with an iPad.
I remember him. He showed up a few days ago asking to... Can't say I've heard of any of the materials he mentioned, though.
He must be still upset.
He then had a look at the weapons in my shop before leaving. I've heard that he can be found drinking at the Angel's Share. If the Knights or the Guild want to get hold of it...
The Angel's Share? Well, Master Diluc probably has his eye on that stranger, too. Anyway, let's go to the Angel...
Yo! My God! I'm going with this guy. Man started drinking. Man started drinking on the second floor. I'm calling it. Okay, I don't see it. We can think of that.
What will it be? Grape juice or apple cider?
R.I.P. Charles from Henry Stickmin.
Hey, Charles! Have you seen a blonde stranger who wears an eye patch around here by...
That I have. He comes here every night. He even sometimes mixes his own. I don't know anything else about.
And what's Master Diluc?
Why, I just gave it to you.
Investigating everything is up.
If you're looking for that gentleman, there's too many raucous patrons.
Even if you are a close friend,
Why an adventure?
can't give up.
Ah, welcome, sir. The wine that you previously ordered is here.
He's really here? Let's go downstairs and have a look.
Hello. He's just sitting there, menacing me.
Wow, he's got no intention of paying us any mind, huh?
A traveler, you say? Well, that's as good a reason as any.
So...
That little one beside you.
Well,
That's not true, and you know it.
It's indeed a good thing to have someone accompany you on your travels. My name's Dainsleif. I suppose you have some business with me?
I was hoping to invite you now.
Sure.
I can't be asked. I can't be asked.
Paimon's got a bad feeling
How
about
did
this.
he get rated to you?
But I will require advance payment.
How did we get rated to get I can't be asked. But I will require advance payment. Payment, you say?
500 mora. And the 500 is a one-time fee.
That's not much.
And that's it.
Well, now Paimon's got a really bad feeling. That kind of
Ah, thank you.
Imagine if I didn't have
Now, as for my questions, I'd like you to answer them here and now.
I have 499. Is this enough? Thank you. Now, as for my question, I like. Okay.
The answer to a question says nothing about right and wrong. I only wish to know what your choices are. Question 1. The crisis Mondstadt faced was resolved by an alliance between yourself and that Animo Archon who calls himself Venti. Who, in your view, was the key to ending that crisis? I know everything. Well, answer the question.
The unity of Mondstadt people gave us the victory. It was Venti. It was me.
Is that your answer? Question number. Rex Lapis, who has defended Liyue Harbor for millennia on end, used his gnosis to lay down a contract to end all contracts, of which the stipulations are still unknown. Who do you think will defend Liyue Harbor in the future, now that they've lost their deity?
Liyue Harbor in the future? The Adepti.
So that's your answer? Now for my final. This world has people who gained visions and those who did not. Which of the two do you think hold more importance in the eyes of the gods?
Which of the two do you think hold more in the eye of the gods? So just making close stuff.
So, it seems that you're different from him.
What do you mean?
I'll take that 500 mora. That said, I only take commissions like you. I am currently on a journey. You intend to find your sibling. Ugh. Those creatures that serve the abyss are the fangs and claws by which the Order spreads chaos in this world. I have come to Mondstadt this time while on the trail of an Abyss Herald.
An Abyss Herald?
An even more twisted abyssal being. One that commands the Abyss Mages.
Come to think of it, since the Stunter incident ended, we have...
Oh, that's right! We've just been fighting against the Fatui. We haven't encountered the non-human...
There's some reason behind that, I'm afraid. It's possible that they may have been under orders.
Oh, that does sound pretty dangerous. Maybe they're looking for a better time to ambush us or something.
That does sound pretty dangerous. Maybe they're looking for a better time to ambush. They won't defeat.
We're super duper strong.
You mean I'm super strong?
It's just like his. Well then, let's go see for ourselves, shall we? Let's meet up at the temple.
Temple of the what?
Perhaps you...
I need to learn to handle my wounds better.
Yes, I'm being rude. I don't think where you at, buddy?
Shine down!
This abandoned temple does bear some marks of the abyss. The falcon of the west. Though it can soar in the wind.
What are you talking about?
Oh.
I'm using this team. I don't care. I don't care how strong they are. DPS rating level 40. Well, it's only level 58. Continue exploring. I don't think
it's not far now.
Paimon wonders what the Abyss Heralds look like. Do they look something like the Abyss Mages?
Let's head further in first. If we do see that creature, that'll spare me the explanation either way.
Yeah, I'm across already. I don't feel like having to get that back up.
There is no escape. I see everything.
Let me scry.
Hey!
Fate is upon you.
I see everything.
Oh,
Shadows of fate. Torn to oblivion.
Oh wow, there was actually a hybrid thing. Oh, wolf bear. Wolf horse. Wolf, yeah, wolf horse. Oh crap. Oh thank God. Oh look, another bit mate. Oh great, that was a hybrid one. Look at I'm so lucky there.
Curses.
Fireworks.
Let the show begin.
Fireworks are the most.
Shine down.
This may hurt a little. Yeah.
Just a few Abyss Mages? Seems like that herald might have already left. The Abyss. It is chaos, and it is also destruction. It is a morass of inconceivable madness that encroaches upon this world's very foundations. That is why even the Dragon of the East, a servant of a deity, was unable to resist its corrosive powers. And the creatures of the Abyss desire nothing less than the overthrow of a world ruled by the Archons.
You seem to know a lot about the Abyss, Dane.
Well, we do have... I suppose that's as far as chit-chat goes. Judging by the traces I'm following, their neck, perhaps we may find our Abyss Herald there.
Hey, thank you for the 5 people. Right? Yeah. I think I'm looking for a hag. 83. What am I doing now? Go to Wolfsdale. Wolvendome. Wait, now I have to head to the wolf, right? Yup, I knew it. Da da da. Da da da. Da. Oh look, there's it's on Winery. How old is the traveler? Well, my traveler, anyway. Like, because we can't really, the traveler can't really drink wine. still have to climb up. Maybe I can't waste any more stamina. I just didn't feel like going the other way. Kiss you and working at home, caring for the things we want. With the king in the air, something bright, something new. Feeling so good.
Well, we're in Wolfendom now. Think Dane's waiting for us up ahead?
I'm sorry for the thing that
We should meet up with him quick, in case the wolves decide they don't like him.
Lord of Wolvendom, sharp of fang and keen of claw.
I won't be surprised if
and yet dwelling here only.
Coming here.
No, nor does it know me. I only know these things because a previous traveling companion of mine. All right, let's go see if that.
But where do we begin?
Indeed. See that? Knowing what I do of the Order's habits.
Gotta go down. Oh, I was worried. I was gonna have to fight the wolf again. I really didn't want to. Not like it was a pain to fight, it was more annoying. But that's mostly why. That's mostly because
Do you think that those monsters by the bonfire are under the Abyss Order's control?
I need more level up.
Looks kind of scary. Let's beat them up first.
Decided by destiny. Illusion shattered.
Whew, that's that. Let's go check out that bonfire. Looks like this bonfire's also got something to do with the Abyss. Everything.
Shadows of fate. Shine down.
Probably gonna be another pyro one. Or it's gonna be like cryo and hydro. Females in my hand. I should be up to like 96, or 98, or 97, or 93.
And there's another one of those bonfire spells! Looks like the Abyss really has been around. Yikes! Where did these monsters pop out from? Let's clear them out, and quick!
Delved into depth. Illusion shattered. Let me scry.
I'll protect us.
Shine down.
Ugly thing. Well, I'm not really new because like, on my main account, I'm AR 50. Hold on. On my main account, I'm AR 56. This is my main account right here. Yeah. I'm not really new. I'm just doing this just because I get bored of that account, really. Hey. Hey, Dave. Hey, Davey.
Have you finished searching? I searched around these parts and found some signs myself, but they were left behind by abyss mages, and there was no deeper abyssal power to them. It seems that even an abyss herald would not wish to make trouble with the Wolf King of the North. We should leave as well. If there's anything praiseworthy about that old wolf, it's...
But now we're out of lead?
No. Let's get a move on then. I'll wait for...
Okay. Why do we have to go through all these places? I mean, I guess the Abyssal Order did do something to... I do know... I guess the Abyss Order did do something to Storm... what's his name? The Volley.
Let's dance.
I've heard about what happened to you during Mondstadt's crisis. When you came, this place was known as Storm Terror's lair. But I suppose that this place is more... In fact, if my memory... The first time I laid eyes upon the ruins of old Mondstadt, the Dragon of the East had yet to fall. But...
Huh? But Paimon remembers that Dvalin first got in trouble hundreds of years ago.
Don't think too much about it. Do you remember the light actuators that once sealed this ruin?
No.
If the Abyss Order is interested in this location, let's go see what the situation...
Can I just teleport there? I don't want to have to run over there. Yeah, I would get how to cross the entire location. There is I think I had to find it.
Look! There are lots of monsters gathered over there.
Delve into destiny. Fate is upon you. There is no escape.
That would be good. Okay. Why do I take all these things?
Everyone hold hands.
Shine down. Shadows of fate.
This way, Colonel of
Illusion shattered. Written in the stars.
Go long.
Committed to memory.
Let me scry.
Insolent.
Shine down.
I hate these shields. Something's wrong. Yeah, suck it up.
Oh, so in the end, we still...
I wouldn't call not having to gaze upon such a creature a shame, exactly.
No, you're right. If it's a really powerful monster, it would be best to go around it.
If they come in like three...
How good it would be if all like perils one encounters in their journeys could simply be solved by going around them.
Like three of those
Once upon a time,
like a
yes.
hydro, cryo, and a pyro.
You know, Dave,
all in the same like domain.
Where are they?
He
it's
no longer
annoying.
travels.
Really annoying.
I'm afraid that traveling can be too exhausting at times.
Oh, is that?
I still have some things left unfinished. Once they are done, I too will return home to rest.
Yep, and it's good to have a home to come back to, isn't it? We camp out a lot when we travel. Hey, once you find your sibling... Mondstadt's Fisherman's Toast.
Be quiet.
Either way, we should settle down in a place...
Home. Well, it won't be too late to think about where you stay. While you're still traveling, you should... A familiar feeling, you say? Whichever it is, we should see it for ourselves. We can reach the top of that cliff from over there. Let's...
Tim moves really fast, doesn't he? Let's use that wind current nearby to catch up.
I have no need.
Did it well. Hello.
Can you still sense that familiar feeling that you spoke of earlier?
But it doesn't feel like there's anything around here. No monsters, no people, nothing.
Indeed. There doesn't seem to be anything strange about this place. It doesn't look any different from the last time I was here. My traveling companion brought me here on our previous journey.
You know what I think?
So, Dane, what about you? What's your favorite place?
That's Aether.
Me?
Dane's sleep.
I no longer remember.
It's Aether.
I merely followed my traveling companion around on that journey. That's all there was to it.
He might be Aether from the future.
Huh?
I got a feeling.
Ruin Guard's footprint. A Ruin Guard was wandering around here? No peace to be found, even for a single dandelion.
The Kiana from Honkai Impact. Speaking of Honkai Impact, yesterday night I actually I did a poll on I did a supply poll on
What's gotten into
the poster
you?
of
You were just spacing out.
banner on that game. I actually did get her yesterday. This dandelion reminds me of.
Huh? You mean, but how could that be? You only touched that.
Perhaps that dandelion bears some sort of scent that only... As for why? As it...
You're saying some real confusing stuff. Paimon doesn't...
Do not rush. Vexation and anxiety are the enemy of rational thought. Your journey has only just begun, has it not? At least you now know that he is still on this world. At this time, the most important thing is the journey to find him itself.
Yeah, I will find him.
And this is something you must keep in mind as the meaning behind your journey. May you find your kin at the end of that journey. Well, only for now. Don't worry. We will meet again.
That's what she said.
After all, I did take 500 mora and those 3 answers you gave me.
Oh, dang, please. Come on, give me 10. Give me 10. Aw, give me 5 more. So maybe what am I supposed to do now? Chapter Act 1 to... I probably have to do this, you know. I probably do have to do this. Okay. I really have to get finish all 3 of these quests. This quest right here, Shinha's quest line, I don't know what these 2 are. Okay, I think I had 97. 58. I need 2 more. We're gonna get 2 more from. Okay. Maybe I should be able to find at least one cat, right? Okay. This pole will give me ISO. I don't really want ISO actually.
Hey!
Maybe I'll go for 2 reading.
There is no escape! Delved into destiny!
But a momentary...
Okay. C1 rating. Incoming! Boom! Okay. Okay, I think I jinxed it.
Destruction.
Okay, let's go do the story quest. I should probably get away from this because if I get too close, it'll get triggered automatically. Watch. Yup.
I have gathered everyone here today to make an important announcement.
Okay.
Perhaps some of you will have heard the news already. I am...
Rebuild the Jade Chamber?
So the rumors are true. No wonder the price of building materials has gone up so much lately.
The Jade Chamber means a lot to Lady Ningguang. Getting involved in this would be a huge opportunity.
Lady Ningguang, is there any way we can be of service?
Patience. Since the news made it out a few days ago, I have already had many people contacting me to declare an interest in joining the project. Nevertheless, I do have a few matters I should like to entrust to you here today. The building site has been chosen, and most of the materials have been assembled. 3 key items are, however, still outstanding. They are as follows: Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils.
Excuse my ignorance, Lady Ningguang. I'm familiar enough
You're
with
the most
Plostrite,
ignorant
but
fucking here.
I've never even
For
heard of those
talking.
other 2.
Only sufficiently large pieces of Plostrite, or specific Adepti Sigil. Although these 3, I take the saying, you may ask...
These things won't be easy to get home.
Then it's the deal of a lifetime. Information from Lady Ningguang is priceless.
Haha, what a coincidence! I won't divulge too much, but I heard some murmurings about some Plostrite just the other day. So excuse me all, but
fatty bomb.
I have some business to do.
Fatty bomb.
No. We better move quickly, or this opportunity will be snatched away from us.
Ningguang's rebuilding the Jade Chamber? This is a huge deal!
Oh,
Let's
it's
get
such a
involved!
donut.
So you heard my announcement, did you? What do you think? Interesting. Yes. Providing the question pertains to something I am knowledgeable about.
Really? Ooh, then we'll never be short of more...
Of course. But how much information I share with you will depend on your performance. The construction of the Jade Chamber requires a great deal of space. The abandoned mine outside the Golden House has been selected as the building site. Once you have collected the materials, please take them there. I have other business to attend to now. Otherwise, I would gladly escort you to the site in person. When you do arrive, please seek out my secretary. Remember, this is a race against the clock. A rare opportunity presents itself to you.
Gonna come back up? I doubt it.
Ningguang seems super busy. First, we gotta get out of Eugene Terrace. Huh? Look,
oh yeah, I knew it.
Like
I knew it.
Something kind of fishy going on over there.
Ma'am, you seem like an eminent and distinguished young lady to me. As it happens.
No, I don't need it.
Don't be like that. Why don't you stand there after?
Oh, right, yeah.
Boy, you're not catching her. This just makes me want to jump on my main account.
Did you hear that?
Just,
They said they had some useful
I have her on my main
information.
account. I said this yesterday.
Information's just what we need right now. Let's follow them and see what we can find.
I did leave Genshin for a while, and then when I came back, her banner was out. And I pulled her. She was my
They're not here. Let's keep looking.
Oh, there she is. That's why I'm going to be pulling for her again when she comes back out.
Well, will you look at that, ma'am? Don't worry, we're not bad guys.
Boss, I got a bad feeling about this. Look at her, the white hair, the
glowing?
energy she gives off. I'm telling you, there's something different about her.
So what? She's loaded. How are we ever going to repay those gambling debts if we just let money walk away from us, huh?
I've already told you, I don't need your information. If you still can't grasp that, I'm happy to repeat it in a way that won't be so easy to forget.
Come on, ma'am. You seem like an intelligent lady. I shouldn't have to spell this out to you. It's not about whether you need the info or not, okay? It's about you taking out your money and handing it over and nobody getting hurt.
I won't...
No more excuses! Yeah, I saw you. Then seen you at kiosk. How could you afford to...
Master warned me not to lay a hand on anyone in... But here we are. Perhaps...
Boss, I'm telling you, something's not right.
What are you afraid of? We're just selling information.
Don't you see
it's
a
not
video
illegal.
If
she lays a finger on us, all the better. We'll sue her for everything she's worth.
Oh, you again.
The Millilith? What are the Millilith doing here?
Silence! How dare you threaten innocent civilians? You're coming...
No.
Shenhe.
Shenhe?
Yeah, he doesn't
My
talk.
name.
You know what? I really want to jump on my main account now.
So your name's Shenhe.
I've heard about you two before. I could have dealt with it myself, though.
Yeah, but you
I suspect smashing his head against the ground a handful of times is all it would have taken to get him to surrender.
It's 3 o'clock, isn't it?
You can't do that. That's way too violent. This is Liyue Harbor. There are
Laws. No, apparently not.
Really? So how exactly have you...
That would be my stomach growling. I haven't eaten enough.
She's so honest. Wait, that's right. They said you went around all the... Then of course you're still hungry. So...
Chingson, glaze lily, violet grass. These are my usuals.
I use all my silver.
Kinda hard to explain. Anyway, Boo Boo Pharmacy's not far away. Let's take Shenhe there for a big After all, you can't work on an empty stomach. Do you think Shenhe might be an apprentice?
I'm going to actually end today's live stream.
Seems like it's her first time
I
in
know I said I was going to try
Harbor,
to get to Inazuma today, but
get
that's not
how
gonna
things work here.
I have a lot. I have to go through all these
That would
quests.
explain everything.
It's a lot. And after yesterday,
Where does she fit in with the other Adepti,
I hope you
though?
guys have enjoyed. Please like, please subscribe,
I'm super curious.
and peace.